Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Tisa Canady, founder and director of the Maryland Center for Collegiate Financial Wellness. It's my pleasure to both thank you and welcome you to the center's virtual launch and symposium, Advancing Collegiate Financial Wellness as an Essential Ingredient for Student Success. Today's launch is the culmination of a project that began around this time 3 years ago. In partnership with the Cash Campaign of Maryland and the Woodside Foundation, my sights were set on student financial education at Maryland's post-secondary institutions. Thankfully, many of you answered my calls, emails, and texts and candidly shared your experiences with me. We have learned so much and received such an overwhelmingly positive response. We also recognize an opportunity to specifically address the financial education needs of Maryland's post-secondary students. The scope of our work has expanded and so has the audience. I'm delighted to share that nearly 150 individuals registered to attend today's event, and I hope that each one of you will stay connected to the community we are building starting with today. Speaking of the community and higher education, today we are joined by colleagues who represent at least 29 post-secondary institutions in Maryland, more than 20 out-of-state institutions, and 1 university in Canada. It's both affirming and encouraging to see so many institutions represented. It's also indicative of our common interest in the financial well-being of post-secondary students, particularly as it relates to their success. Before we begin today's sessions, I would like to thank our sponsors for their generous support of the Center's first symposium, the Goldsecker Foundation, the Ezel and Sherilyn Silver Legacy Project, and Advanced Indoor Resources. In addition to our sponsors, we have had the pleasure of becoming increasingly involved with the State of Maryland's Financial Education and Capability Commission. We are grateful to have the co-chairs of the commission, Senator Catherine Klausmeier and Delegate Dana Stein, with us today. And at this time, I'll invite Delegate Stein and Senator Klosmeier to share remarks.
Good morning. I'm thrilled to be at the launch of the Maryland Center for Collegiate Financial Wellness. As Tisa said, I'm co-chair of the Financial Education and Capability Commission, which was established in 2012. And since the commission's inception, one of our top issues has been the challenge of student debt. Everyone on the commission recognizes that providing more supports for students and greater transparency on student debt obligations is so important for student wellness in college and beyond. So that's why the commission has supported successful legislation to require public colleges to use the financial aid shopping sheet, to prohibit award displacement by public colleges, and improve procedures in the state's 529 plan and reduce the possibility of abuse. Throughout our work on student debt issues, we've understood that collaboration with partners in the private and public sectors has been crucial. So that's why I'm excited about the launch of the center, whose goal is to ensure high quality financial education for college students on every Maryland campus. And I want to thank those who had the vision to create the center. And at this point, I'm very happy to introduce my co-chair of the Financial Education and Capability Commission, Senator Kathy Quasmire.
Good morning. Thank you, Dana, for that introduction. And I would just like to say my name is Kathy Klosmeier, from state senator from the 8th District, which is in Baltimore County, and I co-chair the commission with Dana. Over the years that I have been in the Senate, I have been very interested and worked very hard for financial education. And eventually we did get some inclusion of financial education in elementary and secondary schools, which was really, really great. But as time went on, we realized there were some problems with the college debt situation. And we worked on the surface of the different universities and colleges. And so that was always a part of what was going on, but I am so delighted that we have taken the big steps to offer some really good information to our students in the secondary education or in the university education. And it just makes me so excited. So I want to thank all the universities and colleges that are involved in today's symposium. It is just great, and I hope you're listening and hearing all the good things everyone has to say. And now it is my honor to introduce the Chancellor of the University of Maryland System, Dr. Perman. So thank you all for having me. And again, thank you to everyone who participated in this very, very worthwhile project. Thank you.
Good morning to you all. I thank Senator Klosmeier and Delegate Stein. They're with us today because they're advocates for high-quality financial education, yes, but they're also true friends to Maryland education writ large, and I'm in their debt. I thank everyone who's helped shape this day. In addition to our host, that includes the Cash Campaign of Maryland, my friend Meg Woodside, and the Woodside Foundation, our sponsors, our presenters, and speakers. You know, it's quite an honor to help kick off this first ever symposium of the Maryland Center for Collegiate Financial Wellness. And I cannot imagine a better time gathering than this. I think we all saw firsthand how devastating the pandemic has been for our students, especially for vulnerable students. It's taken a heavy toll on their financial well-being, their emotional and mental well-being. Students were dealing with the stress of unemployment, lost income, food insecurity, housing insecurity. Many had families who were suffering as well, and students had to become breadwinners and caretakers. Of course, this had an impact on their college experience and their academic achievement. How could it not? And yet, it's only fairly recently that financial wellness has emerged as a topic to be explored as it relates to student success. I'm proud that we're taking up this scholarship because financial challenges in college have long-term impacts, as does its inverse, financial health. Graduates who aren't debt constrained put down roots more quickly, they buy a home, some get married, have children. Graduates who aren't debt constrained are happier, less stressed, more entrepreneurial. People who have money are people who invest it in themselves, in their families, and their communities. And it's financial education that makes that possible. It's financial education that helps students not just navigate loans and repayment options, but actually maximize existing resources and seize financial opportunities. And it's all of you who set students on this course. Over the past 16 months, I've seen what you've been willing to do to support students. I've seen the lengths you've gone to. And I'm so proud of the way our campus communities came together during this time of incredible uncertainty. Across the state, college leaders, faculty, staff provided direct services and assistance to our students. At our public universities, our private universities, our community colleges, our learning centers, we all rose to the occasion. We evaluated the challenge, whose scale and scope we'd never seen before. We gathered resources, shared information, and made difficult decisions. Today, we continue to move forward together. And so I wish each of you an informative, interactive, and productive symposium. I hope this time together, as well as this new center, will serve as resources for you in learning best practices and fostering a continuum of campus-based programs and supports that build financial life skills and help students thrive. I congratulate the entire team at the Maryland Center for Collegiate Financial Wellness. And I'll close by acknowledging its director, Dr. Tisa Canady, whose work began at the University of Maryland, Baltimore during my time as its president. It's exciting to witness the evolution of her work, culminating with today's symposium. Thank you all for your participation today and for your continued commitment to the holistic success of Maryland's college and career students. Thank you so much.